morning everyone. Students, let's start our today's class to complete the story which we left in our yesterday's class, and here a little part that is remaining. So let's know what happened next to Harold. Up to here we came to know about Harold, that how did he spend his life with Ruskin Bone and his grandparents. Means he found his home in veranda that was in Ruskin Bone's garden, and he played with him and the things that he used to eat there, and how did he spend the timing with the people. Means here he was not familiar with people before that, before meeting to grandparents and Ruskin Bone. And up to here we came to know that he tried to make himself beautiful with a rose pot that he was having just above his tail. And how did he try to make himself beautiful? Means he used to put that rose on his neck and somewhere else, means on his feathers. So up to here we came to know about Harold these things. Here one more thing is we can read here, that is about rain. Means how did he react when rain comes, or we can say how did he react when he just imagined through his senses that rain was about to come. This is something different and interesting fact about Harold, that he reacted to the weather when the rain was about to come. So let's know in our next part of the story, and I'm going to explain it. You just open your literature book. Let's start our reading from here, students. Harold would toy with anything bright or glittering, often swallowing it afterwards. Here, Harold would toy with anything. Toy with anything means play with anything casually. Means anything that he took for playing. Any toy he would take. Bright or glittering means bright or glittering, that was shining toy. The toy that was having shine, or we can say any beautiful toy, any kind of toy. He used to play with that, often swallowing it afterwards. After playing, he often swallowing means just eat that toy. Afterwards, after playing with that toy, he often eat or swallow means to gulp down. He just took that toy in his mouth. He loved bananas and dates and balls of boiled rice. He loved bananas means as he also loved fruit, insects, animal food, green leaves, beetles, and here he also loved bananas and dates and balls of boiled rice. I would throw him the rice balls and he would catch them in his beak. So in this way, he used to eat the bowls of boiled rice. I would throw him. Who is I? The narrator. He would throw him the rice balls and he would catch them. He means Harold would catch them in his beak, toss them in the air and let them drop into his open mouth. That toss them means here toss the bowls of boiled rice in the air and let them drop into his open mouth. And then he let them means let the balls drop into his open mouth. So here you can write, I would throw him. Harold, he would just catch the balls of boiled rice, after toss them in the air. He perfected this trick of catching things, and in time I taught him to catch a tennis ball. He became perfect this trick of catching things. Now in this way, to catch the balls of boiled rice, he became perfect this trick of catching things. Okay, trick of catching things, and in time I taught him to catch a tennis ball also. He also learned how to catch a tennis ball thrown with some force from a distance of 15 yards. 15 yards, this is, we can say, this word we use for distance. And in time I taught him. Here the narrator, he taught Harold how to catch a tennis ball thrown with some force. With the distance means at the distance, you can see in this picture here, the distance that is 15 yards, and here they are playing and he is just throwing. In this picture we can see he is throwing the ball and he is just catching. How the Harold is catching? Here he is catching through his beak. Okay, so we can say that they used to play tennis ball. He loved to play tennis ball with narrator. Although Harold never seemed to drink any water, he loved the rain. Harold never seemed to drink any water. He never seemed to drink water. He loved the rain. He loved rain most. Means he just quenched his thirst with rain, with the water of rain. We always knew when it was going to rain because Harold would start chuckling to himself. We always knew. Means narrator and his grandfather, they always knew when it was going to rain. Means the time that the rain was going to, that time they came to know. How? Because Harold would start chuckling to himself. He started shaking his body about an hour before the first raindrops fell. About an hour before the first raindrops fell. Means he got intimation that the rain was about to come. So he started chuckling, and with the movement of his body, this used to irritate Aunt Ruby. This means here Harold's his habit of chuckling himself, it irritated Aunt Ruby because she was always being caught in the rain. Because she always being caught means here whenever she goes out at the time of rain, she becomes wet. And here she doesn't like the habit of Harold. It means he was just indicating by chuckling himself that the rain was about to come. So whenever he started chuckling, he hates that habit of Harold. Because she also got some kind of indication of rain there. Harold would be chuckling when she left the house. And at the same time, when she left the house, he started chuckling. It means rain would come there. But what we can say, she left the house. It means when she'll come back, she would be wet. And when she returned, drenched to the skin. Drenched means when she soaked to the skin. When she wiped her skin. At that time when she returned at her home and she drenched to the skin, when she soaked her skin, he would be in fits of laughter. Fits of laughter means you can see sudden short bouts of uncontrollable laughter. It means he started laughing, uncontrollable. It means we can say that was not in his control. He started laughing. As storm clouds would gather, and gusts of wind would shake the banana trees, Harold would get very excited and his chuckle would change in an e-whistle. E-whistle means that is strange, frightening whistle. Okay, means here strange whistle he started to produce. As storm clouds would gather, that is, you can see here, this is an indication of changing in weather. It means rain that was about to start. As storm clouds would gather, okay, as storm clouds they gather, and gust of wind means the wind started blowing and it would shake the banana trees. The wind that started blowing, it would shake the banana trees. Harold, he get very excited because he was having some kind of indication that the rain was about to come. And his chuckle, because his chuckle would change to an e-whistle, that is a strange whistle. Okay, louder whistle. Wee, he would scream, this kind of voice. Okay, this sound we can say wee, he would scream. When, at what time he started this kind of sound? Wee, at the time when he got these signs that clouds would gather and gust of wind would shake the banana trees, and now he became excited. And then as the first drops of rain hit the veranda steps, as the first drops of rain, as the rain started and it hit the veranda steps, and the scent of the fresh earth passed through the house. You know, when rain falls and the first drops that fell on the earth, so what kind of that fragrance it can be produced by that, we can say by the first raindrop on the earth. The fragrance, that scent of the fresh earth, okay, that passed through the house, and he would start roaring with pleasure. Roaring means making sound with pleasure. He became very happy after getting this first drop of rain and the sweet scent of fresh earth, sweet fragrance. The wind would carry the rain into the veranda. Here we can say the wind that would carry the rain. It means here the wind that has started and shaking the banana trees. So now this wind that would carry the rain into the veranda. You know, when wind it blows highly, then it takes the rain into even our home. So here when rain has started and the wind that was blowing, it would carry the rain into the veranda. And Harold would spread out his wings and dance. He would spread out his wings. Means here he was too excited and happy. Then he would spread out. He started to spread out his wings and started dancing, tumbling about like a circus clown. Here he just started to behave like a circus clown. My grandparents and I would come out on the veranda. Grandparents and narrator, they would come out on the veranda and share his happiness, because they were also very happy to see Harold's happiness after the rain has come. Many years later, I still miss Harold's raucous bark. Many years later, I means here the narrator, he still miss Harold's raucous bark that he was producing loud voice, and the banging of his great bills. Means when he felt hungry, then he started like making sounds and giving signs of with his great bill. So he still miss all that kind of habits of Harold many years later, because he lived with the narrator only for 12 years. If there is a heaven for good hornbills, now he is just he is doing wish to God. If there is a heaven for good hornbills, I sincerely hope he is getting all the summer showers he could wish for. Now I sincerely hope. Now he wishes to God. Here he wishes to God he is getting all the summer showers he could wish for. Means whatever he wished in his life, whatever Harold wished in his life, may God bless him all the things, all the wishes, whatever he wished. Means all the summer showers, means rain. All the summer showers he could wish for. Whatever he wished, like he wished for rain. He liked so much rain. And plenty of tennis balls to catch. And here he liked to play tennis balls with the narrator. So he now here in the last, the narrator, he wishes that all the things, whatever he wished for his life, then he could get all the things in the heaven. So that kind of relationship, and we can say that is affectionate bond. We can see here that narrator, he spent 12 years of his life with Harold. Okay, means from by birth he was living with grandparent and narrator. Harold was living there, and they just created a special bond within themselves. Okay students, so what did you learn in this chapter? That we should love to animals, birds. Okay, we should take care of birds and animals. We shouldn't harm them. Okay, this is the moral that we have learnt from this chapter. As animals and birds, they have feelings. If we get attached to them, it means they also ready to share their feelings to us, if we understand them. So we should take care of them, and even we should provide each thing that we can do. Fine students, so let's discuss our homework here. Here students, we completed our sewing. So let's know about these questions. Read the sentence and answer the questions. Here, this sentence is, his chuckle would change to an e-whistle. This is e-whistle. So e-whistle, this is a strange whistle. So how his chuckle? Chuckle means to move like this. His chuckle would change to an e-whistle. When did Harold chuckle? At what time he started doing chuckling? Harold chuckled when when he came to know that there were the signs of rain. Okay, so he started, or we can say he chuckled at. Now you have to add the answer here. At what time he chuckled there? Okay, as I explained throughout the chapter, while explanation I explained its answer. So you can note down the same as I explained to you. When did his chuckle change to a whistle? At what time his chuckling that changed to a whistle? When he heard some sound that clouds would gather, and another that the wind that is blowing, too much gust of wind that is blowing, and we can say that the scenario of the weather, it become changed. So here you can write all the things that his chuckling, it changed into a whistle. At what time and when? We have to explain here. When he heard some kind of sounds and he could see that these are the signs of this and this. Whatever the things you have learned, you have read in the chapter, you will write here. Next one, did Harold's whistle indicate excitement or a warning? So what do you think? His whistle indicated, you can see did here, then we use here indicated. Harold's whistle indicated excitement or a warning? It indicated excitement. Which kind of excitement? That rain would come there and he would enjoy there, as well as he would dance there. So these are the activities that he would do at that time when his whistle, his chuckling that changed into whistle, and he started doing this kind of activities. So it indicated like excitement, not a warning. So students, this is only reference to context. Let's know about more questions here. So here, these two difficult words, toy with anything and fits of laughter. These you can note down in your notebook with their meaning as well as their sentences. And here 3 questions. Let's discuss these questions. Describe the way Harold ate the rice balls. The narrator threw towards him. The rice balls that the narrator he threw towards him, means how he threw them and how he took them in his beak. So narrator he threw the rice balls, and he tossed the rice balls in the air, and then after that Harold he would get them in his open beak. Okay. Next one. This is the process that is explained in your book, so you can take from there. Which habit of Harold irritated Aunt Ruby? Which habit of Harold? Harold means he started chuckling just 1 hour before the rain was about to start, and in this same situation Aunt Ruby, she was not in that condition to face the rain because she was used to caught in rain. Okay, so here you have to explain this kind of chuckling habit that he started chuckling 1 hour before, that he was imagining that the rain was about to start, and Aunt Ruby, she used to caught in rain. So that was the habit that irritated Aunt Ruby. What did narrator wish for Harold many years later? What did narrator wish? Means in the last of the chapter, I explained to you, means how narrator he wished, which kind of words he spoke for Harold, that he wished for Harold many years later. Means he wanted tennis, he wanted to play tennis. So he wished for Harold that he could get tennis there, as well as another thing that was rain, pleasant weather of rain. So he wished for Harold that after many years that he would get there tennis as well as. And here next part is, what does this indicate about his relationship? Means what does it indicate that he spoke these words for Harold? It indicates us that a special kind of relationship, like affectionate bonds between both of them, Harold and Ruskin bond. And even their affectionate bond, it lasted even after Harold he passed away and narrator he grew up. After this, we can say that this special kind of relationship, affectionate bond, we can see in this chapter between Harold and narrator. So students, all the questions you have to note down in notebook with difficult words and their meaning, their sentences. Whatever we have completed up to here, you have to note down in your notebook. This is your homework, and we will start our next class with word study. Okay, because question answer we complete here, and our next part that will be our word study about language and other grammar vocabulary. Okay students, so for today's class now this is over. I'm going. Bye bye. Have a nice day.